Hey everybody, this is Kevin here with Ken's Sewing Center in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. In this video, I want to talk to you about the brand new Bernette b38 Yaya Honda Edition computerized sewing machine. This is a quilting, garment construction machine, heirloom sewing machine. It is loaded with features and stitches and comes with a lot of accessories that you normally don't get with your average computerized machine. So let's dive into this model. I'm going to give you a good overview of what it can do, what comes with it, and all the accessories available. The first thing you want to notice on the B38, this machine is going to be really easy to operate. In a minute, we'll zoom in on the computer screen and the touchpad and show you all the features of it, but threading is a breeze on these machines. It has the horizontal spool pin. When I come off the spool pin, everything's going to be channeled for me all the way down to my needle. And I do have the built-in needle threader on this machine. Now, another thing I really like about the B38, it's got the top drop-in bobbin system. That is the far superior system on a sewing machine. I can see my bobbin at any given time. I know when I'm going to run out of bobbin thread. There's even markings here on the bobbin cover, so it gives me certain seam allowances, as well as my needle plate has lots of seam allowances built into it. I really like how you have extra high lift on the presser foot, so I can raise that presser foot up for getting thicker materials or multiple layers of materials underneath it. And this machine has a 6-point feed dog system on it. The feed dogs are touching the fabric in 6 places. So if you have a lighter weight material, it helps keep that lighter weight material flat as the needles penetrating the garment. For your heavier materials, more surface areas touching my material is going to help feed thicker material through a lot easier. You also have the adjustable pressure here. That regulates the amount of force being pressed down onto my presser foot. If you've ever been sewing and you had the fabric bunched down into the needle plate, we've all had that happen to us at some time or another, you have the ability to back off the amount of pressure being pressed down on my presser foot. You don't get that with just any plain computerized sewing machine. Also, for your thicker materials or heavier materials, bulky materials, I can add more pressure so it keeps my fabric firm against my feed dog while it's feeding the material through. There'll be some special attachments that comes with this machine that will aid in feeding if you get into sewing heavier material. The tension system on this machine is a manual tension system. I can pretty much leave this between setting 4 and 5 for 99% of all the materials that's on the market. If you run into any kind of question or problem, you will get our premium support package with your purchase today. You can call us anytime. Be sitting in front of the machine, pick up the phone and call us if you feel like you're having tension problems or sewing problems or the machine's not operating correctly. You will have us for the life that you own the machine. On the front of the machine, and we'll show this to you in detail as well in just a minute, but you have the ability to override the speed of the machine with this slider. So I can speed the machine up no matter how hard I'm pressing on my foot control, or I can move this over and it will slow the machine down so it doesn't get too fast. This is a great feature for a beginner, or if you're working with a very expensive piece of material and you want to make sure you don't make a mistake. There are stitches built into the B38 for twin needle sewing. This machine has 394 stitches total built in. You've got all your quilting, heirloom, garment construction stitches, decorative stitches built in. Plus you have alphabet fonts for doing monogramming on different garments. There's other features built in that I can actually mirror image a stitch and make it look a little bit different, and I can adjust the length and the width on all my sewing patterns. That's something you can't get on all machines either. Now, I also have the built-in scissor. Now this feature right here, there's no telling how many times over the years I've had customers come to me and say, this is the main reason I bought the machine. I'll never own a machine that doesn't have built-in scissor. You'll be surprised how many times that we grab our scissors snipping threads during a project or during a garment. Well, that's at my beck and call anytime. It'll snip the bobbin and top thread for me automatically. I do have the ability to set the machine with needle in the fabric, or I can have it set needle out of the fabric when I let off my foot control. And there's times you want to do both. If I have needle in the fabric, if I'm appliquing something, or if I need to turn a corner on a seam, my needle is in the garment and I can just raise the pressure foot up, move my fabric and pivot over and put the pressure foot back down, and I can continue on. It's going to make my garment look so much nicer on top I do have the auto lock feature. Now auto lock, what that does, it reinforces my garment. It will tie the stitch off for me underneath, so that's hidden and out of the way. You'll probably never use your traditional reverse anymore because of the auto lock feature. Hiding that back tack for us is going to make your garment so much prettier on top. I do have the ability to sew with or without my foot control. Now you will get a foot control with the B38. However, you may not want to ever use it again because this push button is right here in front of me where I'm going to be sewing at. The B38 also is a free arm machine. If I want to hem a pair of pant legs or shirt sleeve, I can remove the free arm and it's going to expose the arm of the machine for hemming pant legs or shirt sleeves. You can drop the feed dogs on this machine for darning a hole, or for you quilters, if you want to do free motion quilting, you're going to be able to do it on the B38. It does come with the quilting table. That's another accessory you normally don't get with a machine like this, but you can put the quilting table around it. It's going to support my material to the left of the machine, so I have support there and I'm not wrestling with it at the needle. Another thing Bernette's thought out on this machine is even the accessory tray. The door here on the front, it opens toward me, so I'm looking down at it. I can get whatever accessory I need, keep everything nice, neat, and organized, and then close this back up. And I do have a ruler on the front for doing just some quick measuring. So the 38 is laid out very well, just the features that's on the machine. Now let's talk a little bit about the bonus accessories you're going to get. We've already mentioned the table. Now you're going to get a hard cover made specifically for this machine to slide over top of it, so your handle will come out through the top of the cover. If you're transporting the machine or just keeping dust off of it, dust will rob your oil supply quicker than anything. That's specifically made for the B38, but you're also going to get some special bonuses that Bernette's including on this machine. You're going to get an extra presser foot set that's made specifically for this B38. It's the exclusive colored bobbins. You're going to get the walking foot. That's a $60 attachment. They're including that free of charge. Get the quilt bar. You're going to get your Ultra Glide foot for your velvets or your garment grade leather, 4mm hammer foot. You'll get the edge foot, and you'll get a concealed zipper foot. Plus, there's all kinds of other standard accessories that comes with the machine. Check out the website. We'll have all those listed for us on the website with everything that comes with it. Plus, they're including another free bonus with your purchase, and that is the exclusive B38 scissor set. Now, you're going to get the larger dressmaking shears, you're going to get the smaller snips, and you're going to get the seam ripper. It comes in its own little case that you can zip that up and keep this together. You won't get this with any other Bernette machine. So do check that out on the website. We have more information on that. Now let's zoom in. I want to show you a little bit about the touchpad on the machine, and then we'll do a little bit of sewing. The B38 is laid out very easy. You don't have to push 15 buttons to get to where you want to go. The touchpad makes it extremely easy about pulling your stitches up. There will be a placard that comes with it showing you what mode you need to be on for doing your utility stitches, your garment construction stitches, your quilting stitches. Then there's modes for all the different alphabet fonts. We can adjust the length and the width on all of our sewing patterns. These functions are right here handy, so we can easily know on our LCD screen. It'll show me what mode I'm on, what stitch I'm on. All the Bernette presser feet have letters indented into them. That's what this letter A means. I've got the letter A foot on my machine right now. That way I've got the correct foot on for the specific stitch that I'm doing. So follow that and you'll never go wrong. Then I can easily pull up whatever stitch that I want, just the length and the width on my sewing patterns right here. It even gives me a little picture of what the stitch is. We're doing a straight stitch here. But if I wanted to go to number 8, which is an overcasting stitch, it shows me what that is, how wide it is, and the length. Now this machine will go up to a 7mm stitch width on our stitches. We have one-step buttonholes built in on this machine as well, and some of our stitches in the hard drive, I can actually mirror image that stitch and it's going to flip it around. So if you had a pocket in the way, or maybe there was a button in the way and I need to move that stitch, I'm able to do that with no problem at all. On the front is all my computer controls. I've got the slider here that overrides the speed of the machine. There are certain stitches on the machine for twin needle sewing. I can engage that, and you will have an extra spool pin that comes with it, so if I want to thread up 2 threads, I can do that and get you a twin needle, and you can do twin needle sewing just like you see on the sides of, say, your blue jeans, shirts and skirts and things of that nature. I do have the push button scissor at my beck and call any given time. When I push that, it snips the bobbin and the top thread for me. This is my needle up, needle down button, so I can set that needle in the fabric or needle out. My auto lock feature that ties a stitch off for me underneath, and this is my reverse for doing back tacking. And then if you don't want to use the foot control, you don't have to. I got the start stop button right here handy right in front of me. Now we're going to do a little bit of sewing. Not only is the B38 Yaya Han Edition easy to operate with lots of stitches, this machine is a high quality. It's built very well. It's got very large motor built into it, good quality working components on the machine. Let's say that you want to hem a pair of blue jeans. Well, I'm going to show you. This is 2, 4, 8 layers of denim. This roughly is the side seam on a pair of denim blue jeans. I've got the extra high lift under my presser foot, so I'm able to get that fabric underneath the foot. That's something you don't get on many machines that's on the market. Most machines, you're only able to go to about right here, but on this machine, I can actually raise it up even higher to get the fabric underneath it. That's critical. And I'm going to back my stitch down. Let's just do a straight stitch. I'm going to show you, this machine doesn't have an automatic tension. You don't need automatic. You're able to basically sew 99.9% of all materials. Then I'm going to show you how to go from extreme heavy to lightweight. We're on a straight stitch. We'll slow it down just for demo purposes. And this is a nice thing about a top drop-in bobbin system. It's going to crawl down onto my material, and it will crawl up and over material. So if you're hemming pants or whatever, we'll speed up just so you see at full speed how fast it'll go. Now I'm sewing on a cotton material, and then I'm going to sew on this stretch material and just show you how easy it's able to handle it as well. We'll speed it up. This is smooth, it's whisper quiet. When we get to the end, we'll do our auto lock to tie that stitch off. Here we'll tie it off. We'll hit my scissor, and it snips the bobbin and the top thread for me. So I went from extreme heavy to a cotton to a stretch material. There's no puckering whatsoever. No tensions need to be adjusted. Ken Sewing Center is your authorized Bernette dealer. We carry all parts and accessories for the B38. Pick up the phone and give us a call. My staff can help you with any question you may have need of. We carry all the Bernette models. We're an authorized dealer for every major sewing brand on the market, so we can compare this model to any other model that's out there and tell you which machine will be right to meet your needs. With your purchase today, you will get our premium support package. I've got 5 full-time technicians here 6 days a week to help you with any question you have need of. Just be sitting in front of your machine. Give us a call. We can walk you through anything. We've got more information on the website on the B38, or pick up the phone and give us a call. We'll be glad to help you anytime.